places to these rules to security or
Coming up next, the Pelicans taking... Hi, everyone. We've got a good one for you tonight. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for C.J. McCollum.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Now Golden State's starting 5. In at small and power forward, it'll be Wiggins and Green. Hield is out there with Mr. Clutch, and it's Looney in at the center position. And for the Pelicans, we've got Brandon Ingram, Daniel Tice out there with Green. Then there's Murray, and it's McCollum in at the point guard position. Taking a look at New Orleans. A chance now for them to move to 2-1 in the NBA Cup group play with a win here tonight.
It's a swing game, really, a win, and they have a chance to advance. But if they drop this one, I don't see any way they get to that quarterfinal round.
And then looking at where the Warriors stand, this is their 3rd group play game. And with a 1-1 record, this is really a must-win contest.
And with this one, being on the road, it won't be easy. They're going to have to fight to stay alive in this NBA Cup tournament.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He played real well against Atlanta in that last game.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Now, here's Tice. Green with a screen from Murray. Just 5 to shoot. A 3 from McCollum. It's good from long range. McCollum's got 5.
Yeah, McCollum is a real danger at the arc. He's an efficient long-range bomber.
And Craig, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
And GA, what you have to admire about C.J. McCollum is he is the consummate pro.
Yeah, at this stage of his career, he's the adult in the room, and he's grown into a connector on the floor while still being that professional scorer.
Off target from three-point range. The Warriors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Mr. Clutch. Green with the rebound.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Tice, no good.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
Jones checked in for New Orleans. Now here's Ingram. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Jones with the screen on Green. Here's Ingram. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Can't do this against Ingram. He's good at seeking out contact and finding ways to get to the line.
Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for Draymond Green. Well, over the years, the Warriors have had some historic tax bills.
Yeah, and for the most part, it's been well worth it because it's led to championships and they generate a ton of income. But now, with this tax repeater penalties, you can see why they've tried to cut costs, and every team in the league has followed.
Here's Mr. Clutch. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And you see the polish from Ingram as a scorer from every level. His versatility is a boon for this offense.
It's good.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws again.
And battling injuries off and on throughout the years. Ingram.
All right, MP, get back in there.
New Orleans in the lead. Sharing the wing spots, it's Jones and Ingram. Then it's Jose Alvarado. And it's Robinson Earl in at the power forward. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. The Warriors shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Mr. Clutch's shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And it's Alvarado in the corner. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Alvarado's got 6.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's Mr. Clutch, defended by Jones. Green, the screen. Here's Podziemski. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Alvarado. He has 6, and it goes down 2 points.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
On the wing, Wiggins. Rejected by Ingram.
And great use of length by Ingram. Able to reach out and get his hand on the ball for a block.
Warriors trail by 4. To the inside. Here's Green. Lays it up off the glass.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
New Orleans moving the ball around. Pass to Robinson Earl. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Jones falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Agreed. He's just too dominant inside. So you're better off stopping him from getting the ball in the first place.
Here's Mr. Clutch. 5 points in the game. The 3. Mark that as his 5th miss in 7 shots.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Launches it. And it's Alvarado missing. Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against Cleveland. You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
To the left side wing. Here's Mr. Clutch. Pass to Anderson. Green, the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mr. Clutch. And the 3 ball is good. Mr. Clutch has got 8 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And so it's Willie Green here. Calling timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Warriors lead by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the 3rd quarter.
When players look ahead, how much are they circling particular games on the calendar?
Well, I don't think this generation of players still.
Getting back to the New Orleans Pelicans, what a tight first half.
I like their approach on the boards. Get in there, establish position aggressively.
Thank you for being with us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. In at small and power forward, it'll be Wiggins and Green. Mr. Clutch out there with Buddy Hield, and it's Looney in at the center, locking down the middle. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And you hear, Richard, about players dunking and putting a hurting on the rim, but that iron sometimes can put a hurting on a player's hands too, right?
Oh, and then when you get older, those landings, they can start to hurt too. End of the day, there's a price to be paid for all that high-flying and rim wrecking, and it's worth it.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Brandon Ingram has become a foundational player. C.J. McCollum says he wants to be great. And to be great, you have to be able to create. When you're selfless and you're willing to do whatever it takes to win, it becomes contagious. McCollum praised BI's feel, IQ, and commitment to the game. Kevin?
Not as committed as you are, David. Hey, thank you so much for that. McCollum passes to Green. Now Murray. Green with a screen on Hield. Murray kicks to Green. Here's Tice. And Looney sends it back.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up. There are nights where the shots just don't fall. Unfortunately, I know how that feels.
And that one's good. Ingram.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
On the wing, Hield. Here's Looney, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam. Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Ingram against Wiggins. On the wing, Green. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Richard, when it comes to Draymond Green, we know about his defense. But what does he give you offensively?
I think it starts with his passing. Not many big men can do what he does the way he does it. And especially effective when he's hitting the 3-ball, stretching the floor, allowing for more space for his shooters.
The Pelicans have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. And he makes the first. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
I know he's kicking himself for not snatching the lead. But look, he tied things up.
And timeout called by Willie Green. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And the Pelicans making a change. Jones is checked in. Some good defense in the NBA, so let's check out the leaders. The Warriors, number 1.
Great defenders both individually and collectively.
New Orleans leading by 6. Jose Alvarado is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then there's Javonte Green. Then it's Herbert Jones. And it's Robinson Earl in at 7. It's the Pelicans 5.
This is his second 3 this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
There's Mr. Clutch. Fires the three. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Robinson Earl. Shot clock at 6. McCollum, no good. Warriors trail by 9. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Buries the long-range jumper. And 11 points for Mr. Clutch.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
McCollum right side. Back to Alvarado. Outside, Jones. Pass to Robinson Earl. And here's McCollum for 3. Again, McCollum missing. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Green, the screen. Here's Mr. Clutch. And the 3 off target.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Daniel Tice is checked in for Jeremiah Robinson Earl. Ingram comes in for Jones. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Jose Alvarado. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Hield. There's the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
McCollum finds Murray. Puts it up from 12. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Now here's Kuminga. Looney passes to Hield. Some nice passing by Golden State. Mr. Clutch's shot is off. Pelicans leading by 7. Ingram with it. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Green, the screen. Here's Mr. Clutch. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Mr. Clutch has got 5 points in the quarter. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter.
And he's capable of turning it up on offense. When McCollum catches fire, this is a guy that can get uber aggressive.
Andrew Wiggins checked in for the Warriors. 1:49 left to play in the final quarter. Stolen by McCollum. Here's Murray. And the basket is good. And now it's a 9-point New Orleans lead.
Even inside and against contact, Murray stays flexible and gets to his finish.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Green, the screen. Mr. Clutch. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Murray dishes to Ingram. There's 1:17 left to play here in the 4th. Back to Murray. It's Ingram on the wing. 4 on the shot clock. And he comes up with the deuce. Ingram's got the lead up to 11 now for the Pelicans.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for New Orleans.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And really, they finally got something good to happen against this team. The last 2 games they faced them weren't nearly as productive.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for C.J. McCollum.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
So we see the Pelicans get the win here. And this is a big win for them in the NBA Cup.
Well, I knew we weren't going undefeated for the rest of the season. Tough game tonight. Get them next time.